This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for February 20th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. It's hard to imagine, but today marks the 20th anniversary of the Station nightclub fire in West Warwick, Rhode Island. 100 people were killed in the tragic fire. Another 230 were injured. If you'd like to learn more about the victims and the Station Fire Memorial Foundation, click the link in the show notes. Record Store Day 2023 will take place on April 22nd. A full list of exclusive releases can be found at recordstoreday.com. Artists taking part in Record Store Day this year include Dio, Motorhead, Van Halen, Kitty, Taproot, Shadows Fall, The Rolling Stones, Porcupine Tree, The Mars Volta, Dope, Lacuna Coil, Motley Crue, Pearl Jam, and a reissue of Scott Weiland's debut solo album, 12 Bar Blues, which contains 3 previously unreleased tracks. In a recent interview, Dan Donegan from Disturbed talked about the band's process and experience working with producer Drew Folk, who's previously worked with artists like Motionless in White, Lil Peep, and Highly Suspect, saying, quote, "I've never had a better experience in the studio." Tickets are on sale now to see Disturbed August 18th at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts with Ginger. Korn singer Jonathan Davis is making a guest appearance in 70 Thorns, a new music video by Kim Dracula. The clip was directed by Jensen Noen, who's previously worked with Falling in Reverse, Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White, and Pop Evil. Trivium vocalist and guitar player Matt Heafy has announced a new track called Fall of Man from current Machine Gun Kelly guitarist Sophie Lloyd. The teaser for the upcoming music video for the track is being shared, with Heafy saying, quote, "Sophie Lloyd is an immensely talented force of a musician and songwriter. I recall first seeing Sophie's guitar playing online and being truly blown away. So having been a fan of Sophie's for several years, I was honored when asked to guest on an upcoming track. When I learned, too, that Trivium had been a longtime favorite of Sophie's, I was humbled and appreciative." He continued to say, "I can't wait for the world to hear this single." In Chapter 16 of their video series titled Tax Season, Ghost are insinuating their plans to kill off Papa Emeritus IV. Ghost mastermind Tobias Forge has already indicated that, quote, "good change is coming to Ghost this year." You can see Ghost on the Re-Imperator USA with Amon Amarth on August 19th at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts. And when that tour wraps up on September 8th, they'll perform 2 device-free shows at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles on September 11th and 12th, where fans will have to secure phones and smartwatches in pouches that will be accessible at the end of the event. Mastadon guitar player Bill Kelleher is insinuating that new Mastadon may be in our immediate future. In an interview with The Metal Voice, he said he'd like to get a new song out sometime either before or during Mastodon's upcoming tour with Gojira and Lorna Shore. The Mega Monsters Tour takes over the MGM Music Hall at Fenway in Boston on August 20th. In a brand new interview with the Chuck Shoot podcast, White Lion singer Mike Tramp is once again answering the question about the possibility of a reunion of the band's classic lineup, insinuating it would take millions from a big hotel in Dubai to bring all 4 original members together. He did say he's in communication often with original guitar player Vito Bratta and said they may be interested in working on new music together. Meta announced on Sunday a subscription service called Meta Verified, which will let users verify their accounts using a government ID to get a blue badge. The subscription bundle for Instagram and Facebook also includes extra protection against impersonation and will be priced starting at $11.99 a month on the web or $14.99 a month on Apple iOS systems. Meta Verified will be rolled out in Australia and New Zealand this week. Actor Ray Liotta will be recognized with a posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame during a ceremony scheduled for February 24th. And his daughter Carson will accept the honor on his behalf. Comedian and actor Richard Belzer, best known for playing TV detective John Munch on Homicide, Life on the Street, and various Law and Order series, has passed away at the age of 78. His death was confirmed by writer and longtime friend Bill Sheft. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Chef said the actor and comedian's last words were, "Fuck you, motherfucker." And actor Tom Sizemore had a major health scare, and now the actor is reportedly fighting for his life in the hospital. His manager, Charles Lago, told TMZ Tom was hanging out at his LA home at about 2 a.m. on Saturday when he suffered a brain aneurysm and collapsed into unconsciousness. He says someone found Tom and quickly called 911. EMS units responded and took him to a local hospital where he was listed in critical condition in the intensive care unit. He said, quote, "At this point, Tom is in a bad way and his chances for a full recovery seem uncertain." And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 141 featuring Mark Tremonti is available now.